Do you remember Wing Pegasus WBBA 2012? This version of Wing Pegasus is an attack-type Beyblade that was first released in Japan at the World Hobby Fair 2012 in Osaka. It later saw a wider release at WBBA event shops on February in 2012 to celebrate the 2012 Beyblade World Championship held a month later. The blue wings are intended to represent the entire Earth, emphasizing the global event. The World Championship commemorative model face bolt was released to commemorate the 2012 Beyblade World Championship. In the background, there is the globe representing the world. Personally, it's not my favorite, but maybe one of the worst. Pegasus 3 features dual crescent-shaped blades designed in the motif of the mythical Pegasus, complete with wings. Like other 4D Claire wheels, the Pegasus 3 energy ring included in the Takara Tomy release contained trace amounts of iron powder, which was advertised by Takara Tomy to increase the weight of the energy ring. Pegasus 3 is one of the heaviest energy rings, even without this iron powder boosting its weight. Wing is a 4D fusion wheel that consists of two parts, the core and the metal frame. The metal frame of Wing resembles that of Blitz, with both being circular metal frames with triangular protrusions. The metal frame can be fitted in different ways to switch between modes. Wing's metal frame features an arrow that helps determine which mode Wing is in. Shield 130 is a spin track with a horizontal disc attached to its center. This disc consists of 8 arms linked by plastic, forming an imperfect circle. Shield 130 is lighter than spin tracks like Boost Disc 145 and Gravity Bolt 145, and thus are outclassed for defense combinations. However, this spin track has found use in attack combinations where it can add weight without getting in the way of contact points. Its medium height also allows it to score hits on higher spin tracks of opposing bays. Rubber ball, as its name suggests, is a ball performance tip made of rubber. Interestingly enough about it is the fact that it is very wide, the widest out of any rubber-based performance tip to date. Performance-wise, rubber ball is great for defense with comparable abilities to that of rubber spike and rubber defense flat. While rubber ball contains a somewhat aggressive movement, it still maintains a ball-based movement as well. Its rubber allows it to have better grip on the stadium floor, allowing it to take powerful hits from attack types. Rubber ball will move mostly around the middle of the stadium. We all know that Pegasus Beyblades are built for attack, but that's not the case with this particular version. Its heavy weight and performance tip make it almost a perfect defensive wall. That said, if the battle drags on, its terrible stamina will pretty much guarantee a huge loss. Now let's test it in battle. Let it rip!
Right from the first match, our Wing Pegasus shows off its defensive skills. It takes the win despite Cosmic's aggressive attacks. The last 2 low hits are fatal for Earth Eagle, making it lose balance instantly. When Kronos started losing speed, our Wing Pegasus went on the attack. Well-placed hit knocked out its opponent. The serrated fusion wheel of tempo wears down our bay. The constant clashes between the two prove fatal for Pegasus, leading to a tough loss. All Drago Destructor is delight and gets blown away by a single hit from Wing Pegasus.
We've just seen the impressive qualities of this Beyblade. While Wing Pegasus is already really strong, it's still not on Twisted Tempo's level. A lot of you thought that with a tip like WD it could probably beat it, and you're probably right, but we love hard challenges. As we always say, the best defense is a good offense. So we've decided to turn this Beyblade into the ultimate attacker. Expectations are high, but let's take a closer look at what we've changed. First, we swapped out the spin track for the 85. There's a risk of scraping the stadium, but since the fusion wheel doesn't go below the spin track line, it'll have to lose a lot of speed before this happens. I've got a good feeling about that. An unusual upgrade was adding the metal face bolt. It's not just about increasing the Beyblade's weight, but more about stabilizing its center of gravity. This way, the risk of scraping the stadium should be significantly lower. Lastly, we swapped out the performance tip for the extreme flat. Since this Beyblade is pretty heavy, we couldn't risk using a more aggressive rubber tip. It probably wouldn't have worked. But we still went with one of the best attack tips out there. Making this Beyblade so low is definitely a risk, but it could also turn out to be one of the strongest attack Beyblades ever made. Let's see if it can finally take down the undefeated Twisted Tempo. Let it rip!
Not exactly the match we were hoping for. Wing Pegasus takes the win thanks to its clearly superior stamina. A couple of solid low hits totally drain Earth Eagle's stamina. Our Bey takes the win. Kronos turns out to be a tough opponent. The only way to beat it was landing the perfect hit from underneath at just the right moment. Wing Pegasus pulls it off once again. The match seemed lost right from the start when our Bey scraped the stadium, but despite that, after landing a bunch of charged, heavy hits, Twisted Tempo ends up falling to Pegasus. El Drago's spin stealing could have been real trouble, but we dodged that bullet with one clean hit that sent it flying straight into the wall.
At this point, we can say we've created a beast. Not only cause it won every match, but it never gave us the impression of being on the verge of losing. Every co happened long before the Wing Pegasus could lose speed. Also, something I never expected is that it never scraped the stadium, only one time versus Twisted Tempo. Let us know what you think about our creation and share your favorite attack combos with us. Tell us in the comments who you'd like to see this devastating Beyblade face. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss any of our videos. Let it rip!